Kunzite. From the softest of pastel pink to the richness of lavender pink and purple, Kunzite gemstones have been associated with love since their discovery. The Kunzite gemstone brings with it a great deal of value and symbolism. What is Kunzite made from in terms of chemical makeup? Kunzite comes in one distinct shade of bubblegum pink. It is very recognizable for its solid coloring and translucent appearance. Its hardness is around 6.5 and 7 on the Mohs scale. Kunzite is quite closely related to pink tourmaline and marganite, two equally popular pink gemstones. What's more, if you invest in fine jewelry, you should protect it from prolonged exposure to sunlight because the sun can alter the color. The said kunzite is a relatively hard gemstone and yet it has distinct cleavage, which means making a piece of kunzite jewelry against a hard surface or dropping it can result in your pink earrings or ring shattering. Where is kunzite found? Kunzite is not found in many places. In fact, the biggest deposits come from Afghanistan and from Brazil, in spite of fact that it was not originally discovered in these larger stores. Why is Kunzite so expensive? Kunzite is expensive for a variety of reasons. Firstly, it simply is not found in many places around the world. The two biggest places include Afghanistan and Brazil, with a few smaller deposits in nearby Pakistan and a handful of other countries. With limited deposits, there is simply an imbalance between supply and demand which raises the price. Secondly, the color fades with time and as such, finding the most colorful of stones takes work. The rare nature of the deep pink stones means the price is expensive. What determines the price of kunzite? The price for kunzite is rarely based on the shade of pink. The paler the pink shade, the cheaper the kunzite. The more deeply saturated pink the color of the stone, the more expensive it will be. The darker the gemstone, the more expensive it will be. There are a few other factors that will determine the price of kunzite, like the cut, the size of the gemstone, and the clarity. Kunzite is typically sold in larger sizes, so it is rare that you will find a very small stone. That means you will end up paying quite a bit simply because you are paying for a larger stone. On average, you can find stones up to 8 carats. One of the biggest influencers here is the fact that the Kunzite gemstone will fade when exposed to sunlight. This means that if you ever wear your Kunzite jewelry in the daytime, you will slowly but surely start to diminish its lifespan. The more heat and light it comes into contact with, the more the color will fade with time. This means that as far as investments are concerned, the deepest shades of pink you can find will still lose their value over time, but if you start with a deep pink color, it will at least take longer to fade to a light pink. Kunzite has earned the nickname of the evening stone because of its sensitivity to light, making it the perfect piece of jewelry to wear in the evening or at night. How to spot fake kunzite? If you were looking at kunzite gemstones trying to figure out if they are real or fake, you want to start with the color. A kunzite gemstone is very pink or pinkish violet in color, but nothing in between. Very rarely will you see a light shade of pink that is kunzite. When you look at the gemstone, whether it is set into jewelry or in its own, you should see a very pink color. In fact, most cutters will cut into a Kunzite stone so that the angle on top shows off the brightest, richest pink. If you are able to hold the gemstone in your hands, examine it from multiple angles. If as you move it around you see different colors in the stone, this is more likely to be genuine kunzite. Why? Seeing different colors in the stones as you move it around and examine it from different angles is referred to as the pleochroism effect, and it is based on the refractive nature of the gemstone. Consider diamonds, which look very different and very richly colored when you examine them at different angles. The reason being diamonds have a refractive index of 2.417. Kunzite has a refractive index comparatively of 1.66 or 1.68, so it might not be as colorful from different angles as a diamond, but it should still look different as you move it around. By comparison, rose quartz actually represents healing love to people around you, and it helps to heal your higher heart chakra by preventing unwanted thoughts about not getting the love you want or not getting enough of the love you want. Rose quartz really focuses on teaching you to be satisfied with the love that you have and to experience complete happiness, while Kunzite focuses on helping you to present boundless, selfless love toward yourself and towards those around you. Can raw Kunzite get wet? Yes, kunzite can get wet when you wash it. Warm soapy water is the best recommendation for cleaning your kunzite jewelry. However, you should absolutely avoid exposing any raw, rough kunzite stone to salt water because the salt will damage it. How to find high quality kunzite jewelry? If you are going to purchase Kunzite jewelry, it is important that you work only with reputable sources. You don't want to buy from someone who can't provide actionable information about the quality, the transparency, the color, the hardness, or the refractive nature of the stone you are interested in. You can shop safely for Kunzite jewelry online or in person. What's most important is that you trust the seller. The seller should be upfront about all of the pertinent details. Offer a variety of very flexible exchange policy on the off chance that the piece of jewelry or gemstone in which you invest does not work out, and should have a great deal of information about the stones you are considering.